All right.
As you can see, my topic is the lack of sexual education. I guess more as a whole of Gaylord, Michigan, but I got to experience this firsthand working at the New Life Pregnancy Resource Center, located here in Gaylord. And I'm here to inform you of about that lack of sexual education and why the Pregnancy Resource Center is the best choice for families or single parents in need of assistance or looking for informational resources on how to raise their children or about their own pregnancy. In my time volunteering for New Life Pregnancy Center, I experienced the lack of education among adolescents and young adults, mostly young adults. Very few adolescents were actually there. And the lack of education I experienced was the effects of having safe sex and the consequences. It seems that high schools in Michigan and in other states are more focused on stressing STDs and HIV and stuff, sexually transmitted diseases that you could get from unsafe sex, rather than making our adolescents more aware of if you were to not have safe sex and end up conceiving a child, how drastic of a change that would be in your life and the responsibility that comes with being a parent. Michigan schools, like I said, are not required to teach sexual education, but they are required to provide information on STDs. One of the biggest consequences of not having safe sex is an unplanned or unexpected pregnancy, because adolescents are not taught this in high school before preparing to become an adult and going into the world on their own. And I feel that not being taught the severity of safe sex and having a child has led to many of the unplanned pregnancies that we see across our nation and in our own community today. The next thing that I'll be going over is the Pregnancy Center's educational lessons for expecting and new mothers. They have many wonderful programs that you can do here. I myself personally was a part of, was able to use these resources when I was pregnant with my son. And the set of educational resources New Life Pregnancy Center offers for expecting mothers has 11 separate modules that you can go through at your own pace. It's not required that you come in at a specific time, and each module has approximately about 5 lessons, and it'll go through all the trimesters that an expecting mother will go through. The first 5 modules go over the first, second, and third trimester. It tells the clients about body changes, baby's development, nutrition, what products and activities to avoid, what to expect from a first doctor's appointment, your first ultrasound, and preparation for the actual birth itself. Modules 6 through 10 go over newborn to early infancy ages and safety hazards that you may have in your house, the child's crib, knowing your children's needs, the importance of good child care if that is an option for you, such as daycare, the installation of car seats, healthy discipline, nursing, and toilet training. The last module in this set of lessons goes over the last trimester before giving birth, knowing the warning signs of early birth, interventions to prevent early birth, understanding the transition into your second stage of labor, and preparing a hospital bag and the role of a birthing coach. As you can see, based off of these lessons alone, the New Life Pregnancy Center offers an amazing resource to help with the lack of education in our community for these adolescents and young adults that may not know very much past the point of having sex. The next point that I will go over is educational lessons for mothers with toddlers. This goes up into the months of 7 to 9 months all the way to about your fourth year of being a toddler. And most of the information can transition into older years and be used. There are 4 educational modules for mothers with toddlers available for raising your toddler at New Life Pregnancy Center. It goes over various things that mothers and parents can and possibly will encounter through the toddler years. The first module is called Safe from the Start, and it goes back a little bit to the newborn years, starting with the safety of car seats, bath time, which safety for bath time can be applied to many years, feeding and food safety, sleep and bedtime, diapering, choking hazards, toddler safety, toy safety, bathroom hazards, kitchen safety, emergency preparation, and safety outside the home, and also having guns inside your home with your children, and safety that you would need to take, safety precautions you would need to take with that. The next module is the first years last forever. It teaches parents how to be warm and loving to their child, and to take that step further besides just being a parent and doing what you're called to do. It shows you how to respond to your child's cues, whether it's crying or they're hungry, just their basic needs. It goes over talking, reading, and singing with your child and spending that extra quality time, establishing routines and rituals for your child to make it easier on you and for when they become older and start going to school. Also, it talks about encouraging safe play and exploration, making and watching TV selective, to keep your child as active as possible, using discipline as an opportunity to teach, and taking care of yourself while going through these toddler years, which can be very important. The third module is called Discipline, Teaching with Limits and Love. This lesson tells the parents when the limits need to begin, which is usually around 7 to 9 months, when your child is more understanding of their environment and of what you're asking of them. It goes over tantrums, tips for effective discipline, and teaching limits is used as love. The last module is called Quality Child Care, and this lesson will help the parent find a place that will nurture their child's needs and the development of their needs. The types of child care that are available for infants and toddlers in the community, which can be very different from place to place. Things to think about, average questions that you would have raising your child, or having somebody else help you raise that child if you have to go back to work or whatever your need may be. And the cooperation between parenting and the caregivers to provide the best child care for you and your child. This once again is another great form of lessons that help provide for that lack of education. It goes a little bit further behind the lack of sexual education, but I feel that it also holds strong to, it gives you more of an entail of what you would be expecting from parenting if you were to have a child. These lessons are not limited to just expecting parents or parents with children. If you are just in need of some insight, or if you're even planning to have a child, these lessons are wonderful to help you branch out and understand what you would be getting into as a parent. The last lessons that the Pregnancy Center makes available to the community is educational classes for families. And these go over basic life skills, and basic necessities each parent should know to provide a better standard of living for not only themselves but for their children. The first module goes over unexpected pregnancies, the reality of the situation for you and your child, and God's role in your life as parents. If you don't have to hold to that, they don't push any of their ministry on you. It is your own opinion, but it is a part of the lessons, and I'm sure they wouldn't have a problem with you skipping over it if it was against your own beliefs. And personality, how your personality and character matters in your relationship with your spouse and with your relationship with your child, and making a commitment to your spouse to better the life of you and your child. The second module will review money management, basics of budgeting, checking accounts, positive credit, and saving for the future to ensure a good future for your family. Module 3 will introduce you to the world of renting or owning property, which is essential for having basic needs met for your child and security. Resolving conflict between roommates, if that's even your spouse or you and your spouse aren't wed yet, or you're living with friends and you're a single parent. They also have a lesson on furnishing and decorating your home to make it a better environment for your children and yourself. Basic housekeeping. I know it sounds a little odd, but some people don't know how to clean, or the regular things that they should do to keep a healthy environment. And time management for parenting, to ensure you get the best out of your time with you and your child in your day. The last module in this lesson goes over shopping for the right car to meet your needs, whether you have children or you're a single parent, the importance of insurance for you and your family, cooking, grocery shopping, and planning monthly meals. Now this one is, it could be for adolescents or young adults that don't even have children yet, just as a good insight of what to expect after you move out of your parents' house and you need a little help moving along towards a better life for yourself. And this is why I feel that most people would see New Life as a right choice for you and your family. And New Life, as you can see, New Life Pregnancy offers many